Christian McCaffrey. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? From the gun, here's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Throwing on first down, Weaver. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing again on second and 10. Weaver. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Now, check, Patriot, Patriot.
Off the play fake. Weaver trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Strong, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Gun. That's it. Right at 8. Right to the 3.
Here's Newton now on second down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, get right down. That's it. 180.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gun!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Gun!
Off-play action. Weber. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Back to throw, Newton. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Gun. Great.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey. Got four down. Ready?
Now Newton on first down. Flushed out right. And that's caught at the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A fantastic connection that time. Newton to Funchess. 49 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at third and goal. McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Off the play fake. Weber steps away to his left. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, here's Miller. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 3rd and 2, Weber. No, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half. Touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
Super toe. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
180. Let's rock now. Hey, get right down. Get right there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Right to the 3. Gun. Set.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Leopard!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off play action. Weber rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Weber. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Carolina getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before the break. Newton looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Set. Like 80. Like 33.
To throw on second down, Newton. And this one is incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
We got set. Like 80. Check. Hey, get right there. Get right there. Get right there. Mike 52. Gun.
On third down, Newton. Forced it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Weaver. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. K1 short. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here we go.
Off play action. Weaver. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
From the end zone, Newton throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Hey, hey. 180. 20.
Newton on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. To throw is Newton. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
You're set. 180.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey. 4 down. Set. Ready at 8. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Great.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
To throw again, Weber. Looking for strong, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Great. 180.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Hey. Get hot.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Set. 180. 133.
McCaffrey following the penalty, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
180.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Weber. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Throwing again. Weber. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Right to the 3.
Operating from the gun. Newton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Set.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. First target, first catch, and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On first down, Newton. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Newton now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gano's kick is right through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Quick move by Miller. Still going. They can't stop him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Off play action. Weber escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Weber shakes off the sag. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off play action. Weber. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Weber. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 3rd down, Weber. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7th. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
You're set. You're set. What ain't?
Throwing again. Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Newton finding Funches for the Panther 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. Caught left side by Funches. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Set. 180. No. Off. Gun.
To throw again. Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Great. Right to the 3. 4 down. Alert.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Fighting his way through contact. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last throw here for Newton. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road,
it is because